Right. Hello and welcome to week 7. So this week we're going to focus on shelter medicine and we're going to touch on a bunch of different topics that this course is responsible for. So we're going to look at identification methods of animals. We are going to be specifically looking at microchipping, which is an essential skill that you'll be responsible for when you get to preceptorships, but here is where the information gets introduced. And we'll be looking at just some of the different aspects of shelter medicine. So, intake of animals, some common issues, and you guys will have an opportunity to research some information that you are interested in. So, you have 2 discussions due by the end of Thursday, and there's 1 assignment due by the end of Sunday. There is no quiz this week, so I'll give you a little break following up from the midterm exam last week. All reading assignments are contained within Module 7. So these should be pretty quick reads, just some information on cat and dog population management, as well as some shelter statistics that I'm sure that you will find interesting. Um, just to note, there are no reading assignments in your assigned textbooks, but I'll just give you the heads up that next week we will start using Coville's, and we'll be using that weeks 8, 9, and 10. So make sure that you do have it. Presentations this week are through the ASPCA. So there are 2 presentations, part 1 and part 2. They're both about a half-hour long in the form of a webinar. Really well done, lots of good information. And then so you'll watch those, and then there's some information posted within each of the discussion posts. So the first one is going to be focused on identification methods for cats and dogs, and you will create a thread, look at what your peers have written, respond to a couple. This should not be very time consuming. And some of this, especially if you're already in practice, should already be information that you are familiar with. Okay, discussion 2 is going to give you a little bit of freedom to kind of choose a topic that you are interested in. So once you actually open up this discussion, you will see that you have some topics to choose from. So shelter, medicine, nutrition for cats and dogs, vaccinations in the animal shelter, and parasite control. All things that are big topics when we're talking about shelter medicine, right? And controlling spread of disease and those sorts of things that we've been covering over the last few weeks. So you have the opportunity to pick one of those topics, read about the topics. You're going to summarize like you have in the past, 3 to 5 key points, and then particularly highlight why these points are important for animals in a shelter setting. Okay. Assignment number 8, as I mentioned, microchipping is an essential skill. So the information is presented in this class. When you get to preceptorship 1, you will be responsible for microchip implantation and or scanning. It is a group skill, so there's some flexibility in how this is completed. But I'm highlighting this because this is important information, right? So do go through the information that is posted here carefully for you. There's information on how to find a microchip, how to properly scan one. There's information about reporting and all of that. And then you will go ahead and do the assignment that is posted here. And so the prompt is here. It should be pretty straightforward. But this is going to be a written response, and this is just to kind of show me your understanding of the process, why we're doing this, how to do it, and then the importance of record keeping, which is another big topic that we have talked about in the past and we will continue to talk about this semester. But record keeping is hugely important. And microchipping, of course, is identification methods. It helps reunite pets with their owners, and is important in the work that we do. So that is week 7, and if you have any questions, do email me.